Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnerswhiners.com coming to you with the Thursday edition of Today in Sports Betting MLB Style. And we're almost back to, I think we're back to full strength with all the MLB teams currently playing, and that is exciting times indeed. And to talk a little baseball, who better to bring on than the world's biggest baseball fan? He is the one, the only, Scott Reichel. Scott, what's up, bud?
Nothing much. Pretty fun day in baseball, not because of bets, but the Yankees. What they give up? 11 runs in a 7-inning game. It's kind of impressive when you think about it, right?
I had the over 7.5 there. Felt really good about that one.
Oh, with Happ on the mound, I don't know how you don't take the over. I don't know how you don't take the over 7.5.
Right. No, we talked about that.
I told you Philly's first 5 team total over, and I forgot what they ended up with in the first 5, but I know that they had 3 runs by the second inning.
Yeah, they were J.A. hapless strikes once again. Not a horrible day. We had a couple of our old favorites paid off. The Cincinnati Cleveland first 5 under, again, rocking chair victory there. Cleveland finally scratched across for a run in the bottom of the 5th, and that was it. That was 1-0.
I know the Dodgers money line worked out for me.
Dodgers money line was good.
The Astros did not, because I did not expect them to give up 14 runs to the Diamondbacks. I'm not really sure what happened there.
No, of course, I also had the Cubs on the money line, on the run line. That worked out fine.
It's amazing how the Cubs are 10-2 and their bullpen is terrible. It's really just good for them. Cubs originally, when we did the division thing breakdown 3 months ago, not the new one we did.
Right.
Said I like the Cubs to win the division. And so far, they're kind of run away with this thing.
Well, I think it helps they've played really bad competition so far for the most part.
Definitely true. Also helps that the Reds pay all that money to hitters, and besides Castellanos, nobody's really done anything.
All right, so let's get her rolling on today. This is a very early day, Scott. A lot of our early games. In fact, there's no game after 8 o'clock Eastern time. So,
I'm not complaining about that. There are a lot of West Coast games that just get, I don't want to say annoying, but when ESPN's showing the late night special between the Angels and the Mariners, I try to find something better to watch, usually playoff hockey. So I'd rather actually have baseball end early today than being forced to watch a game between 2 bottom feeders at late at night.
I actually ended up making a play on that myself. I made my own video because all the cappers had there was a late pitching change. So all of the previews were really kind of not relevant. So I ended up just making a video on and I hit it. I had I played the over in that game.
Nice. I feel like anytime the Mariners and the Angels are involved, the over is usually a pretty solid bet because
I took bullpen meltdowns.
That's what I'm saying. Both bullpens can't pitch.
Yeah, the Marco.
I turned the game on. First pitch I saw, Dylan Moore. That guy I made the joke about like a couple of days ago. First pitch just launches one down the line for a home run.
Beautiful.
So, I didn't have anything on that, but I do know that I've been doing that FanDuel home run free thing, and I had Trout the last 2 days because of the dad strength angle. Not really, but just Trout's one of those guys who I just thought would respond well and play well after having a kid for some reason. And he's homered in the first 2 games he's been in since. So,
right.
Very good. The Angels aren't that good. By the way, Joe Madden officially said he doesn't expect Ohtani to pitch again. No crap.
Right.
No crap. So,
I saw they said he needed TJ surgery, so I kind of thought that might be on the horizon.
They probably. I mean, we were talking about this during the team preview show that I said they probably shouldn't force him to pitch again, and they did, and his arm fell off. So, congratulations, Angels! You potentially ruined the career of a very solid hitter.
Yeah, good job. Good job indeed. Nicely done, Angels. All right, let's kick it off here, Scott. Got a little game here between the Mets and the Nationals. Rick Porcello goes for the Mets against Mighty Max Scherzer.
That was yesterday.
Oh my God.
That was yesterday. Scherzer got injured after an inning, though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they took Scherzer out. Hey, let's go this way then.
Porcello pitched well, though. He only gave up 1 run. I was impressed.
I hate him so much.
I know. He gave up. It seemed like he's one of those guys who if you don't bet, he's terrible. If you bet, he's great. And he just finds a way to burn you each time.
I still think we should go through yesterday's games. I think we do a lot better.
Yesterday wasn't that great for me. So
yeah, but now we know the scores. So.
Oh, that would definitely help.
All right. little getaway game here. This is our first game, man. This is an early one between Minnesota and Pittsburgh. In total disclosure, I think this is probably going to be kicked off by the time they hear this video, but you're going to have to trust us. We're shooting this video before the game. Kenta Maeda against Brubaker.
I'm assuming we're on Twins run line for this
for
one.
the Pittsburgh. Yeah. 203, 186.
I know the run line is roughly at minus 122, minus 125, I think.
I got it at minus 140.
Oh, I know on the overnight it was minus 122, so I was afraid of that. But it doesn't surprise me it moved up. But I know at one point it was out like in the 120s.
Well, even in the last half hour, it's gone down to minus 133. So, yeah, Twins run line all day, every day, right here. This is a hell of a baseball team. It really is.
It's juicy, but I actually like Maeda. So I think that the Twins actually have a decent veteran pitcher. Is Maeda a superstar? No, but he's serviceable. I think he can give you 5 innings.
So far he's been better than Hyun-Jin Ryu, which has been surprising because Ryu had that fantastic year last year with no walks and all that. I think we're both on Minnesota run line right here.
Yeah, I can't really say no to that.
You there?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi broke temporarily. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I've got you didn't miss much. I just took Colorado on the run line. You plus 100. What do you got here?
Well, Colorado keeps rolling. Arenado can't stop hitting home runs. I believe he's hit a home run in 3 straight games, and for some reason the Giants keep pitching to him. So, yeah, I feel like you could make the argument maybe if you're looking for the anti-sweep angle, where you try to. I think you can agree that that's a move by some baseball bettors. Of one team has lost every game of the series besides the last one. Usually, you see the team that hasn't won a game in the series actually win one.
San Francisco won last night, bud.
Oh, well, I wasn't even aware of that. I kind of assumed the Rockies held on because I went to bed and they were up 3-2 I think at the time. I guess they joked. So
Belt hit a 3-run homer and they hung on.
I assumed that with Wade Davis out of the bullpen, I figured that the Rockies would have held on, but I didn't realize they were up 2-0 early. I guess I just didn't realize. My bad.
I felt good there, but they ended up losing that one. But I still like this Rockies team a lot. I like Freeland.
Freeland, I think he's a buy low guy because he was great 2 years ago. He was awful last year, and people think that he's not the same guy. But if you looked at him in his first start, he looked pretty good. So I agree.
I believe I misspoke. I had Sean Anderson listed. I believe they changed it to Tyler Anderson going to make the start here. So I don't know if that makes a difference to you. And likely they'll use him as kind of an opener. He did not last long against the Dodgers in his one start so far this season. Give up 2 earned in an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 3 walks.
Anderson's made 2 separate appearances, so he has pitched. It's just a matter of he doesn't eat up innings. And I'm not a fan of San Francisco's bullpen.
No.
I would probably lean to Colorado first 5 run line instead because I really want to avoid that Rockies bullpen as much as possible. And I think Freeland can give you 5.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that either. I'll go ahead and play a full game on that, but I don't hate your play. I
don't know why. I really thought Colorado won yesterday. Maybe that's just a force of habit because Colorado kept beating the Giants. I just assumed that they won again.
Right. Yeah, kept coming back against that Giants bullpen. They actually held on to last night.
Good for
Texas, Oakland. Oakland minus 156. Texas plus 144, 8.5. Mike Minor versus Mike Fiers is the battle of the Mikes. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that these teams can't score. I'm playing the under 8.5. I'm finally getting on the board on this one, so it'll probably be a day too late. But actually, I think they put up 9 last night, if I'm not mistaken.
They put up 10.
What was it? 6-4.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw 5-4. I didn't know they threw another one across. Again, this Texas team struggling right in the struggle bus as far as scoring runs go. And it's never a party out there in Oakland to score. Although the day games are a little bit better, but Two good pitchers. I'm going to go with the under 8.5 here.
I think that makes sense. The only thing about Oakland is that they've kind of started to pick it up a little bit offensively. If you've looked at their last 3 games.
Yeah.
They've scored at least 5 in each of their last 3, 6 in 2 of their last 3. They've been playing better offensively. The Rangers can't hit at all.
No.
And when you have a team batting average of 194, you should probably switch some things around. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. You with me on the under there? You got another play?
I'm going to lean to Oakland on the money line, but I'm not going to play it. But I'm just going to lean to the money line.
Okay. Angels, Seattle. Dylan Bundy goes against Taijuan Walker for Seattle. Minus 160 for LA, plus 148 for Seattle.
Honestly, Walker impressed me in his last start. He basically shut down the A's as long as he was in the game. I think there's some value on Seattle here for the first 5. I don't even know if the first 5 makes sense because both bullpens are equally bad, so you're not really gaining an edge or not in the whatever. I think I would just lean to the Mariners' first 5 because Bundy is a pretty inconsistent guy. So is Walker, but Walker's coming off arguably the best start of his entire career. So I think there might be some value on Seattle.
I took him full game. I got Seattle plus 148 in this one.
Okay.
I'm not convinced that Bundy's a brand new pitcher out there in LA.
I agree with you on that, but it's just a matter of it's a matter of which bullpen do you think is going to implode worse. I feel like you're just flipping a coin because both bullpens are terrible. That
is true, and the Angels have actually been scoring some runs. I did this when I was capping that game yesterday. They averaged 5.5 runs in their last 6 going into yesterday. They scored 6 yesterday. Here's the deal: they don't do extremes. They don't score like 10 and 2. They score 5 or 6 every game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's certainly a possibility. But I think the over 8.5 ain't a bad play here either.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right, so here's been our bell cow. This is our moneymaker, Scott. I'm going back to the well again. Cincinnati, Cleveland. Cleveland minus 119. Cincinnati plus 109. 7.5 is the total. They're learning. Luis Castillo goes against Carlos Carrasco.
The first 5 should be 4.
Yep. First five is 4. And
probably minus 120, minus 125 juice to the under.
I'm on it. I'm on this game, and it is going to be a. Oh man, they got it actually. They've got it at 3.5, buddy.
Not great.
No, I don't love that.
I'll tell you what, I don't love it, but at the same point, can you really not take it anyway? If they're I don't think
any game in this series has gone over 3.5 or first 5.
They have not. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like at 3.5, it still might be worth it. If you want to gamble, maybe you could take a team total first 5 under instead. If you can find a 2, maybe. But both these teams just can't score.
And the good news is you're not paying any juice.
Correct.
You're not paying any juice here. It's at least is at minus 110. So
I think I still like the 3.5, honestly, because Castillo's very solid. Carrasco has pitched pretty well this season.
Yeah.
And both these teams can't hit, so I think 3.5 still might have some value on it.
All right. How about Toronto and Atlanta? Atlanta minus 116, Toronto plus 109. 9's the total there. Nate Pearson goes for the Jays against Touki Toussaint for Atlanta, which means it's bullpen city down there for the Braves. I'm just going to play the over. I think there might be some value on Toronto here. I don't love the bullpen day for Atlanta, mainly because they don't really have much of a bullpen. But I'll just take the over 9 and sit and watch.
So for me, I have no interest in the actual over in the full game because Toronto, even though Atlanta's using basically their entire bullpen today, Toronto can't hit. And we've talked about it with Texas and how some teams just can't figure it out offensively. I don't know what Toronto's doing offensively. I know that they won yesterday. They only scored 2 runs. This team can't score.
No.
They have Biggio. You have Guerrero Jr., you have Bichette. You even have Teoscar Hernandez, who has like 4 home runs this season. They just can't score. It's really amazing to watch. This team just has no idea how to bring runners across home plate. And for that reason, I also like Pearson a lot. Pearson was great in his MLB debut. He's supposed to be the next phenom. He's got phenomenal stuff. I'm kind of leaning to a first 5 under because both offenses fell asleep yesterday at the wheel. Toronto's offense has been terrible since pretty much the season started. And even though Atlanta's offense is really good, I think Pearson could potentially have an answer for Atlanta. So I kind of like the first 5 under in this spot where I'm trying to avoid Toronto's bullpen at all costs. But until Toronto's offense actually wakes up, I don't really feel confident taking overs if I'm relying on the Braves to do 85% of the work. You know, I feel like you'd just be better off taking a Braves team total over if you wanted to go with the over instead.
Yeah, you can get that. You can get that at 5.
It's not great. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have the first 5 under.
I'm just gonna play the over for the bullpens and meltdown.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying I would personally lean to the first 5 under.
Yeah, Toronto just averaging 3.1 runs per game, so they are definitely right in the struggle. But
if you look at their talent on paper, it's not like looking at the Marlins. I know the Marlins are 5-1, but it's not like looking at their roster or Pittsburgh's roster and you just go, "Wow, this team is terrible." You look at Toronto and you look at the lineup on paper and you go, "This team should score 4.5 runs a game."
Easy.
And they just can't score. I don't know what the story is. Nobody can hit.
All right. Well, the game that everybody's waiting to watch today is the Chicago Cubs and the Kansas City Royals. Cubs minus 160, Royals plus 148. 9's the total there. Tyler Chatwood goes against Brad Keller. Brad Keller
Cubs run
one. Yeah.
I feel like we don't really need much of a breakdown. We both think very lowly of this Royals team. They've lost 6 straight. The Cubs have won 6 straight.
Yep.
I know the bullpen's terrible for the Cubs, and I don't think Kimbrel pitched yesterday, which is not a great sign. If you're a run line better. But Chatwood has been the ace of the staff, and he has a 2-0 record with a .71 ERA, and the Royals never walk. They never really get on base. All they do is try to hit home runs and bust. And Keller making his first start of the season, I'll pass. So for that reason, I'll take the Cubs run line on that one.
Yeah, the problem with the run line there is there's not a lot of value. It's Cubs minus 160, and the run line's only minus 115. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay the wood on this and take the Cubs. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I think if you shop around, maybe you could find an even money price. Still not great for value, but maybe.
I'd play even money. I'm not going to play 45 cents of value there. I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like it depends if you shop around or not. I can see offshore right now.
Yeah,
if there is anything.
But Keller's coming back from COVID, so he's going to last less than he normally would, which probably wouldn't be long anyway. Again, anytime you get this Royals bullpen involved, it's a good thing for the opposition. So Cubs, however you want to play it there.
Yeah, I don't know how you can go against the Cubs with 1-6 straight.
First 5, last 4, second 6.
Yeah, I see a couple of minus 1.5 at minus 105, which I think is not bad.
Okay, well, we're getting there. All right. Houston, Arizona, big upset yesterday, supposedly for Arizona, as they go for 2 in a row. Houston minus 112, Arizona plus 102. Greinke scratched from this one. Instead, it's going to be Brandon Bielik for Houston against Zach Gallen.
Of course, household name Brian Bielik, of course.
For the
no idea who that guy is. I can honestly say I had no idea he existed before Zach Greinke dropped out, but he's pitched well. He's gone 5 innings as a relief pitcher. He's 2-0 with a 1.69 ERA, but he's a bullpen arm, which means that Houston decided to go to a bullpen day. So for that reason, I'll take the Arizona team total over because I don't think Houston's bullpen's any good. And I'm not saying that Arizona's going to continue where they left off yesterday, scoring an absurd 14 runs for a team that couldn't really score in the beginning of the season. But I don't like Houston's bullpen, and Arizona might have found something yesterday. So for that reason, I'll lean to the Arizona team total over.
Well, you can actually catch a little value there, plus 105 on 4.5. So
that's a good deal for me. I'm not, and you could argue, well, they might not bat in the bottom of the 9th. They're against Houston. Houston should probably score at least 5 runs in any game.
I'm going to just take the straight over 9. I think there's going to be 18 at bats in this game, like you said. Although I don't know Bielik, I don't know whether he is able to
pitch well. But if you have 2 appearances at 5 1/3 combined, it means you're probably going 2 innings max. And if you've seen Houston's bullpen besides this guy, not good. So I think Arizona should play well. Plus, they're in the desert; it's hot out there. They play in a dome, so I don't expect fatigue to play much of a factor or anything like that. But I think the Diamondbacks, after scoring 14 yesterday, should score at least 5 in this one against the Astros' mediocre bullpen.
All right, fair enough. That's solid. And let's take a look at Milwaukee and the White Sox. White Sox minus 113, Milwaukee plus 103. 9 is your total. Lindblom goes for Milwaukee against Gio Gonzalez.
I don't know if Yelich is playing because I'm
Or the
pretty sure
White
Yelich
Sox.
did not play yesterday. So you might want to keep that. You might want to wait until you see the lineups come out. I know the Brewers won yesterday, but I think most people probably wish they didn't have a Brewers ticket as soon as they realized Yelich wasn't playing and they won anyway. Because I know he's been awful this season, but Yelich, he's still their best player, especially with Kane out. It's not even close.
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of have to wonder. I would probably lean to the over 9 anyway. I know that both offenses combined for 1 run yesterday. I'm not a Gonzalez guy. I'm not a Lindblom guy. I think this total is a bit too low. I'll lean to the over 9.
Okay, that's solid. And for what it's worth, Yelich is not on the injury report. So
I know they might have just given him a day off because he was so bad. They just wanted to give him some rest to reassess.
I think that's exactly what they did.
That's probably what happened. I'm just saying you might want to wait to confirm that Yelich is in the lineup if you decide to play a Brewers ticket.
All right, I'm going to
it's really tough. I'm going to pass on this game in reality, but for a lean, I'll lean to the over because I think both starting pitchers are just not good.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's talk about your team here. The Yankees minus 151 against the Philadelphia Phillies plus 139, 9.5 is the total there. Split the weird doubleheader yesterday as the Yankees lost their home game and then they won their away game. So
they lost the home game on the road and they won the road game on the road.
Right. Mm-hmm. Montgomery goes for the Yanks against Zach Eflin for the Philadelphia Phillies. Right. Yeah.
Yankees team total over.
Got to play that. That's.
I don't know how you don't. The truth is, you can lean to the full game. I actually like Montgomery. I think Montgomery's good. Compared to the other starters that the Yankees have, I always talk about the Phillies yesterday in the first 5 because I know Happ is garbage.
Right.
I've seen him pitch. He's terrible. I think he's awful. I think Paxton's not good either. Montgomery, I know that he didn't pitch at all last year because he was recovering from surgery, but he's good. There's no other way about it. He doesn't have the greatest stuff. He's more of a control pitcher who pitches to contact. Guy's got talent. I think he's a solid starter. And Eflin has had a pretty up and down career. He's either been really good or really bad. And with the Phillies bullpen and the Yankees' ability to work counts, you saw what happened in Game 1. Phillies almost blew a 10-3 lead in the 5th inning because the bullpen came in. They were terrible. So I can't trust the Phillies bullpen. I don't know what the team total is for the Yankees. Probably 5.5 or like minus 115.
It is 5.5.
You have the juice on there? My guess is minus 115.
Minus 120.
So close. I still like the over there.
Okay.
And you're guaranteed 9 at bats because they're on the road.
True.
Do you have any other thoughts, or you just like the Yankees team total over also?
Yeah, I'll take the Yankees on the run line.
Okay.
Pick up.
Well, the bullpen's relatively back to full strength. As Chapman might be making a season debut. Did he pitch last night actually in Game 2?
I don't know.
Sorry if I'm a little bit off on baseball, but I was really focused so much on hockey last night. I really didn't pay much attention to the late results.
You're fine. Well, let's
Britton pitched yesterday, so Chapman didn't even pitch. So maybe Chapman will make a season debut today.
We saved the best for last, Scott. It's Baltimore, Miami. And,
ooh, those surging Miami Marlins.
Miami minus 130, Baltimore plus 120. Wade LeBlanc goes.
The year is 2020. The Marlins are minus 130 on the money line.
Because, when we did our preview show, we talked about Miami never being favored.
We did, especially because Baltimore entered this series off of a sweep of Tampa.
Right.
And then Miami decided to come back after. I think they should have forfeited maybe a week of games. And they just realized, oh, wait, we can pitch? Yeah, we're only going to give up like 1 run a game to you because we realize you're the Orioles and you're bad.
Yeah, all of a sudden the Orioles woke up and found that they were the Orioles.
Yep.
Jimmy Yamamoto goes for Miami here. Are you a buyer on LeBlanc?
The truth is that LeBlanc has never bothered me. He's a contact-oriented pitcher, which sounds like a disaster in today's baseball. Because it's a home run or bust league, so if you leave it anywhere near the zone, somebody get hit at 450 feet. But he's good with his pitch counts because he pitches to weak contact, and he's had some spurts in the past with Seattle, I believe. So he has been decent in his career. I don't think he's terrible. I think I'm leaning to the under, though. I mean, if you look at the results of these games in the series, neither team can score more than 3 runs a game. So I'll lean to the under here because neither team can hit.
Yeah, I'm with you. 8.5 is make sure that's still hanging in there, but it is.
Is it possible one pitcher implodes? Of course. But in reality, I'm going to back the two teams that can't score more than 3 runs, suddenly expected to combine for 9. I'll take
no, and I like this Yamamoto kid. I think he pitched well last year. Making his first start of the season. I think he's got good stuff. Yeah, like I said, all of a sudden Baltimore woke up and found out that they can no longer
hit.
Play the game of baseball. So I'm with you there on the under 8.5. LeBlanc, I do worry a little bit about him. He's given up 3 home runs in 11 innings.
It's all that's the issue though. I said he pitches the context. He'll give up some home runs here and there. But does Miami have many power hitters?
That's the thing.
They have Aguilar. They have Anderson. Is that basically it? Like I can't name any other power hitters they have.
Jeff Conine, Giancarlo Stanton, Christian Yelich.
I was always a Bohr fan back in the day. Bohr was a poor man's Adam Dunn, where he would go to first base at maybe 1 mile an hour, but he'd also launch one 475 feet.
Yep.
So,
all right.
Unfortunately, none of them are there anymore. So, you're stuck with Jesus Aguilar as your only power hitter in the entire lineup.
It's pretty sad. So you're going to play the under there as well?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, what's your favorite play on the board? What do you got? What's your top 3?
All right, so looking at the card, I'm going to go back to the well anyway. It's a low number, but I'm going to take the Cincinnati-Cleveland first 5 under. Until I get burned by it, I have to do it. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Cubs on the run line. And I'm also – my favorite play of the day is going to be the Diamondbacks team total over 4.5. That Diamondbacks bet's just too nice for me at that price after scoring 14 runs yesterday.
Okay.
I think the Diamondbacks at 4.5 is just too good.
All right, fair enough. I'll take I'm going to take very similar games. I'm playing that first 5 under in the Cincinnati game. I'm going to play the Chicago Cubs straight up -160, and kind of cheating to make that your play of the day when it's -160. But you know what? I'm doing it, and I'm going to take. I'll take the Oakland Texas under 8.5 as my third play.
Okay. Just for the record, Minnesota would have made the list. I can't take a run line at -140. I just can't do it.
Fair enough. I'm on that as well, but we'll see how that comes out. All right, buddy. Appreciate it as always.
Hopefully my Wi-Fi stays around next time, but
it is what it is. That was a nice little
you had like a minute or two to yourself, so I hope you made the most of it. But
I talked a lot of shit about you, so it worked out.
I'm going to blame the hurricane from 2 days ago as the reason why my Wi-Fi cut out.
Fair enough. You're right. Yesterday wasn't your hurricane day. It was the day before, right?
The day before that, but
okay.
My Wi-Fi is still traumatized from the experience.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. That's it for today in Sports Betting Major League Baseball edition. For myself, Scott Steen, he is Scott Reichel. Don't forget to check out all the great content over there at winnersandwhiners.com. Deep dives into every game going on in America every single day, always free. Winnersandwhiners.com, our sister site at statsalt.com as well. Scott, we'll be back to do it again tomorrow. I know we teased it yesterday. We didn't do it, but tomorrow we're going to do our UFC show with Winning Willie. So we'll do our regular NBA, we'll do our regular MLB, and then we'll do our little bonus show with Winning Willie talking about UFC, and then we'll do the same thing on Saturday, only talking about NASCAR. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I do hope that there are going to be lines up for Sunday's race because I believe that there's a Saturday and a Sunday race, I think, for NASCAR this week.
I haven't looked. I haven't seen the schedule, but I've been
fair enough. But either or, if we have outrights, simply put, then we'll just do NASCAR anyway, and we'll just skip the prop section. So yeah, I'm still trying to preserve my lead in the Cup. I'm pretty sure you made a bit of a run last week. You gained some spots.
Tightened it up.
I know I extended my lead on Willie because he keeps choosing Kyle Busch, so I thank him for that. And, we'll get to that on Saturday. But UFC should be pretty fun. The 2 fighters in the main event are 2 of my favorite fighters. So we're going to see how that works out. Excellent. All right. Well, we'll do that tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Until tomorrow, everybody, appreciate you stopping by today. Of course, good luck on all of your plays. And, don't forget to drop us a comment. Leave us a note. Let us know what you're playing, what you're on today. And for myself, for Scott Reichel, for all of us over here at winnersandwhiners.com, wishing you the best of luck. Have a great day. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.